So it's the end of January, and have you already fallen off of your New Year's goals or resolutions that you set for yourself this year? If so, then this is the video for you. I'm going to be giving you 3 quick and easy ways to improve your self-discipline so that you can get back on track and make sure that 2023 is one of your best years yet. If you're interested, make sure you guys keep watching and stay tuned. Hey y'all, it's Tia Cherie here. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, thank you so much for coming to check out another video. And on my channel, we talk all about designing a life that we love through self-development, productivity, business, all that good stuff. So we're just here to make this life the best one we can. And I love to give you guys tips on different things that you can do to improve the quality of your life. And in this week's video, we are talking all about discipline. That very hard word that a lot of us struggle with, that just seems so hard to actually attain. But in this week's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 3 simple and easy ways on how to shift your mindset when it comes to discipline, which will hopefully help you to be able to attain it. Now, at the time of this recording, it is now the last week of January. And as we all know, new year, new me. But for a lot of us, those New Year's resolutions that we set for ourselves tend to start to fall off as we progress throughout the month. Now, me personally, I have stuck to my goals, so I'm super proud of myself, but I have been able to do so by implementing these 3 things that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. Now, when we think of discipline, it can seem like such a hard and difficult thing to attain. So for a lot of us, we just don't bother with it because stuff that's hard, I mean, come on, nobody wants to do anything that's hard. So if we feel like this is going to be something more difficult than we are ready to take on, then we tend to shy away from it, even though we know that we do have things that we want to accomplish. So it's kind of hard to stay disciplined if you don't change your mindset around what it means to be disciplined to you, because discipline for everyone is going to look different. Step 1 in being more disciplined is creating smaller goals that are going to allow you to achieve the larger results. So for many of us, we start the new year and we have all these big lofty goals that we want to accomplish this year. But a lot of times we don't really sit down and take a moment to think about the smaller steps that we need to take in order to get to the larger goal. Obviously, we can't necessarily just come out the gate and get to level 10. A lot of times there is a workup that is going to get us to where we need to be. So one of the ways that I've been able to become more disciplined is breaking the larger goal down into smaller sections that are going to allow me to actually achieve the goal itself. One of my goals this year is to read at least 1 book a month, right? Very simple goal. But for some of us who aren't used to really reading anymore, we haven't really read since college, or it's not a skill that we exercise daily just for pleasure outside of like work, sometimes it's hard to just sit, pick up a book and read. Most of us are used to scrolling on our phones, so on and so forth. So one really easy way that I've been able to create this habit and be disciplined in my reading is to break it down by day. So basically, very simple, I set a goal for myself to read 5 to 10 pages per day minimum. When you start to put in those little steps, it definitely allows you to create momentum, which will help you actually get to the goal. So what I've implemented for myself that seems like something that I can actually continue to do on the daily basis without it causing too much friction in my day is to sit and just read for 10 minutes. That's it. 10 minutes is all I am required for the day. Now, putting this smaller goal in place is obviously going to help me to attain the bigger goal. So one really easy way to stay disciplined is to set these smaller goals, because this is going to still help you get to where you're going. Discipline is about consistency. At the end of the day, that is what it is tied to. So if you make it a lot easier for yourself to actually stay consistent, then discipline is just going to come with that. So in short, just make sure that whatever goal that you have set for yourself that you are trying to achieve, just take a second and sit back and look at some smaller actionable steps that you can take that are going to help you to get to that goal, and that will help you stay more disciplined with sticking to the plan. Step number 2 in creating more discipline is learning to look at the benefits of the task as opposed to the feeling associated with doing the task. This is going to be so important and such a mindset shift, and it's going to tremendously help you stay disciplined. Now, for many of us, just an easy example of how to think of this is going to be fitness, right? Fitness, working out, eating healthier, things of that nature. Many of us start the new year off with the goal of working out more, eating better. That's always the goal, especially in the new year. Sometimes we are biting off more than we can necessarily chew because we don't have a good feeling attached to that goal, right? So if you're someone who doesn't like going to the gym, it makes you anxious, maybe you don't like being around the people, maybe you have just anxiety because you don't know what you're doing in the gym. Maybe you're just not a person who wants to work out, but you want the benefit and you want to feel good about yourself, so you have no choice but to. Now, when you think about looking at the benefit that you get from doing the task as opposed to the feeling attached to this, so say for instance with the gym as for an example, if you're not someone who consistently goes to the gym, setting a goal of going to the gym 5 days a week for an hour a day and running 2 miles a day is not going to be something that is realistic and not going to be something that you're going to be able to stick with, because you are biting off more than you can chew. You're essentially just setting yourself up for failure. Now, I'm not saying don't push yourself, but be realistic, all right? So we're looking at it for the benefit. If you know that when you work out in the morning, for instance, you have a lot more energy throughout your day. You just feel good. You have a pep in your step. You're not tired. You're not on the couch sleeping during your lunch break because you've crashed. You get so much done. Your mind is clearer. You just feel better. When you think about the benefit of working out, you feel all of those things, as opposed to, oh my God, I'm tired, I don't feel like getting up today to go to the gym. When you think about the benefit associated then with working out in the morning, you're gonna be a lot more likely to stay disciplined in that, because you're not necessarily thinking of how you feel about going to the gym. So yes, you might wake up in the morning, the alarm clock goes off, you don't really wanna get up, it's cold outside, you're not really trying to get up and get dressed and go to the gym. But take a second, think about how you're gonna feel after. How many times do you go work out and not feel good after, right? Yes, it takes some motivation to get you there, but once you get there and you have that good workout and you are feeling good, you are so happy with yourself that you actually just pushed forward and went to the gym. So that is how you create that habit of discipline. Think about the benefit of that action as opposed to the feeling attached to the action, especially if it's a negative one. And lastly, tip number 3 on how to be more disciplined is focus on the person you want to become as opposed to the person who you have been. For many of us, our goals are lofty, right? We're looking to get to that next level, whether it's in our fitness goals, personal goals, financial goals, etc. And we have to learn how to shift our mindset from doing what it is that we currently do, which has gotten us to the level that we are at, to now doing things that are going to push us outside of our comfort zone to get us to that next level. Many of us struggle with discipline because we feel like the goals that we are trying to achieve may be very lofty, or they're going to take a lot of work, they're going to take a lot of energy, they're going to be hard, they might be intense, they might give us feelings of anxiety, maybe we are scared of not reaching it. So then we're scared of failing, and then we're scared of perfection, so on and so forth. But what we have to start to realize, in order to become more disciplined, we do have to push ourselves towards what the person we want to become. What would they do? How would they act? How would their day be going? And then we have to start moving according to that. The things that we have now are based on the actions and the things that we've done in the past. But if we're looking to elevate, we do have to put ourselves in a state where it causes us to do more than what we have done before. We have to step out of our comfort zones if we want to elevate. You have to think about, what would my future self do? What is the person that I'm trying to become? How would they handle these situations? You're going to have to do things that you have not done before to reach levels that you have not reached. And it's very hard to do that if you don't really see a way to do that. But one of the things that's going to help you is just think of the person who you want to be, how they would move in that situation, and then start to implement that on a smaller scale that will help you get there. So if you are someone who wants to be a gym girly and you want to go to the gym 5 days a week, you can. Change your mindset, change your thoughts, start smaller, maybe start at 3 days a week, and then build yourself up. But always keep in mind, whenever you want to press snooze, whenever you want to just skip the gym that day because you just don't feel like doing it, just think of the person you're looking to become, and just know that putting in just that little bit of extra effort and pushing yourself just a little bit more is going to pay off in the end. And that is it for this week's video. I hope you enjoyed those 3 simple tips on how to improve your self-discipline in 2023. I will honestly say those little tips have helped me so much on my own journey. I turned into one of those early morning girlies who is up at 5 a.m. in the gym, reading, meditating, etc. And it's just because I am designing and building a life that I love for myself. And part of that comes with discipline. There's no way that I am going to be able to build this life, this channel, my business, anything of that nature, if I don't really put the effort in to stick to my goals. You guys deserve it. Whatever the goal is, you can achieve it. If you like this video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure that you guys subscribe to the channel. We're talking all about self-development, business, entrepreneurship, just mindset, all that good stuff. And this is for my girlies who are just trying to live and design the best life you can for yourself. You deserve all of the good things, and I hope that I can share information with you guys on my channel that help you to achieve that goal. And also, if you are looking for any more videos, I did a whole series on how to level up your life in 6 months or less. You can check out that video right there. I can't wait to see you guys on the next video, and talk soon.